Anyway, I had been living out in Denver with my brother, and I came home. And just for a girlfriend of mine, George said, come on, let's go up to the Starkville, you know, nice dance bands could be there. So I said, sure, I'll go. So I walk into this dance hall, and I saw this man, tall man to me, in uniform. And I poked George in the hand, and I says, see that guy you? She said, Clara, what about him? I said, the good Lord made him for me. I'm going to marry that guy. Clara, you are crazy. And it took him, but now we're so rich around. He was such a good dancer. And I went down to nobody else. He finally asked me how to dance. Asked me to dance. And that was it.
That was the start of the downfall. I don't know if it was her downfall or but that was it, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and then we broke up. She wrote me a letter one day telling me that it was over. Okay? I said, fine.
I'm trying to think of why that happened.
So I wrote her a letter and said, well, fine. I'll just put you in my book of memories. Have fun. That's it. Next thing I know, here comes another letter. It wasn't long thereafter. Then we got back together.
My sister was afraid, and my mom didn't want to go stay with your sister. You know, she needs your help. So I wrote a letter to Lon, he was in Oklahoma. I says, I'm going. I says, I can't forget about you. I can't forget you. Aww. But I'm going to. I'll be in Laredo. What was it?
No, you said you were going to stay in Texas or Waco.
Yeah.
In Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas. My sister, yeah. I says there, and so I says, and here's my sister says she's ready to have a baby. I'm going to stay with her. If you're still thinking about me, here's my address. I'd like to hear from you. So when I got there, he had.
No, that's not wrong. I told her, no, just put you in my book of memories. Don't bother me. That's it, you know. But anyway, I was that way. I got that way. I got to be real.
So when I got there, there was a letter for me from him. Yeah. So it was meant to be, you know.
Aww.
We got together. She, oh boy, we had a lot of fun together. We danced together. We made it a point to. At that time, we used to, you know, made it a point to always be together, always do things together, and that was it. That made a lot to do with it. That meant a lot. She hated the military though. She was a typical Mexican hillbilly, I guarantee you. So I resigned my not my commission. I resigned my warrant.
Yeah.
In the military at that time, if you had a warrant, I mean that was your highest rank. That's what they would pay you when you retired. I was a master sergeant. Okay, I was offered a commission, a direct commission, to be an officer. I hate the military. I gotta go home. So anyway, I resigned. I resigned completely. I left the military, moved to Segunda, Colorado. The money we had saved to put away. I was going to go to college and finish college. David got sick. Your dad got very sick. He just about died on us. I was working for a public service company in Trinidad, Colorado. They called it the Frontier Power Company. And the two Italian guys there, they knew that David was sick and I was having a hard time and I didn't have that much money. And they had a doctor that could do the job. They both offered to hire a helicopter and fly your dad to Pueblo. Jeez. That's why I'll never say anything bad about an Italian, I guarantee you. And I said, no, I don't need to. So I went to pick David up. The doctor, he wanted to learn how to make women out of men or vice versa. There, he started in Trinidad, Colorado. Dr. Biver.
Well, that's Biver.
Okay.
That's his name, yeah.
He told me, he said, Mr. Martinez, he said, before you think of taking him to Pueblo, there's one more thing I'd like to try with your son. I said, go ahead. He gave your dad 2 big doses of castor oil. And the castor oil was thick enough to clean, phase him out, clean him out. That's what cured your dad. Yeah, unbelievable. But that's the story about how we did. Anyway, I'm broke. I said, we used to go visit my brother so we can have dinner with him. But anyway, I knew I had to do something. So I went and seen a recruiter, and I said, listen, I think I got to come back into service. And he said, well, you may as well, because we're getting ready to call you anyway, because they knew we were going to go to war.
Oh.
Okay? And that's why. And that's why I come back in. So
And
I
I
told
never
her
more
point blank.
complained about the military.
I said, you ever complain, you want to stay, you stay. I don't care, because I'm going in the military. Stay home, do what the hell you want, because either you come or stay. I didn't make it down, that's it. But she came.
I
Anyway,
enjoyed the military, it was good for us.
anyway, that's how we ended up back into service. And that's when they found out what I could or couldn't do, what I'd done or hadn't done.
You were in the Air Force?
Yeah, well, when I got out of the Navy, oh Jesus Christ, there's a story. I joined the Army. Well, I broke up with my first wife. We broke up. Her mother hated me with a purple passion. I did nothing to her. She hated Mexicans, that's all there was to it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And she just couldn't stand the fact that her daughter's name was Martinez. Okay? Anyway, anyway, that's how we broke up. So I used to drink quite a bit. I still kept working, making money. I moved to a hotel. Stood there a week and started drinking, and my drinking buddy was the Army recruiting sergeant. And we got drunk one time, and he said, why didn't you join the Army? Why not, hell? And so he called the officer, and sure enough, he and I were drunk in hell, and I was enlisted in the United States Army and sent to Fort Lewis, Washington. That's for what? Okay? Hadn't been there, oh, that's a nasty one, but I better not tell you this one. That's a nasty one. That's when I use that term, you know, what rhymes with Martinez? Anyway, no, I ain't gonna tell you that. I'm too nasty. You're too nice. Anyway, we're doing exercise. After they all mad at me anyway. I was a corporal. They made me a corporal. Doing exercise, and they sent a runner for me. Said, Corporal Martinez. I said Martinez. Corporal Martinez, the doctor wants to see you. Ran over to see the doctor. What's wrong? He sat me down and looked at me like that, and had my record or my. He said, "Have you ever been drinking any water?" I said, water? No, I've been drinking beer. Well, he said, "You made me drink a gallon of water right there. I was dehydrated."
Oh.
Yeah, that was my first experience with the Army. No, that was my second experience. The first was with the sergeant as they come out. But I can't tell you that one. Anyway, folks, let's get your shoes on, huh? Let's go get